happened?
Stop! Wait!
Momo? Twinkle Toes! That's gotta be you!
Aang, you're awake!
Are you sure? I feel like I'm dreaming.
You're not dreaming. You're finally awake.
Hey, good to see you back with the living, buddy.
Sokka? Uh-oh, somebody catch him, he's gonna...
Aren't you cold?
I've got a lot on my mind. It's been so long. Over 3 years since I was home. I wonder what's changed. I wonder how I've changed.
I just asked if you were cold. I didn't ask for your whole life story. Stop worrying.
Why are we on a Fire Nation ship? Why is everyone dressed this way? And why am I the only one who's completely out of it?
You need to take it easy, okay? You got hurt pretty bad. I like your hair.
I have hair? How long was I out?
A few weeks.
Everything okay?
We're fine, Dad.
I'm Hakoda, Katara and Sokka's father.
He knows who you are. I just called you Dad, didn't I?
I guess you're right.
Nice to officially meet you, Chief Hakoda.
It's an honor to meet you.
Great, great. Now you guys have finally met, so would you mind giving us a little privacy?
Of course.
Are you mad at your dad or something?
What? Not at all. Why would you say that? Maybe we should go upstairs. You need a healing session. Tell me where your pain feels most.
Wow, you're definitely in the right area there.
I can feel a lot of energy twisted up around there. Let me just see if I can... I don't know what I did exactly.
You saved me.
You need...
And together, Cleo through the wall. Your princess has returned.
Soon the bay was overrun with Fire Nation ships. So he set off alone. Well, not completely alone. Soon the bay was overrun with Fire Nation ships. Rather than fight them all, we captured a single ship and made it our disguise.
Since then, we've been traveling west. We crossed through the Serpent's Pass a few days ago. We've seen a few Fire Nation ships, but none have bothered us.
So what now?
We've been working on a modified version of King's armies.
You.
Me?
Yep, the whole world thinks you're dead. Isn't that great?
No, it's great! It means the Fire Nation won't be hunting us.
Fire Nation.
I hate not being able to do anything. Hopefully you won't.
Of this.
I hate not being able to do.
Occupation.
Actually, we're from the Eastern Fleet. We have orders to deliver some cargo.
Ah, Eastern Fleet. Well, nice of Admiral Chan to let us know he was sending one of his ships our way.
I'm sure Admiral Chan meant no disrespect, sir.
I mean, how hard is it to write a quick note and send a hawk our way?
Next time, we'll send 2 hawks to be sure you get the message.
Sir, Admiral Chan has been on leave for 2 months at Ember Island.
What? Why doesn't anyone ever tell me anything? Something's not right. They should have known that. I think this is a captured ship. Just stay quiet until we're safely across the Ram. Then we'll sink this ship.
They know!
downcast. Has May gotten to you already? Though actually, May has been in a strangely good mood lately.
I haven't seen Dad yet. I haven't seen him in 3 years, since I was banished.
So what?
So, I didn't capture the Avatar.
Who cares? The Avatar's dead. Unless you think he somehow miraculously survived. Nothing to worry about.
Fine.
What are we doing?
Things couldn't get much worse. Thank you, the universe. The universe just loves proving me wrong, doesn't it?
You make it too easy.
Hey, Aang. We're going into town to find some dinner.
Well, I am pretty hungry. Maybe dinner's a good idea.
Here, tie this around your head. It'll cover your arrow.
I'm not going out if I can't wear my arrow proudly.
Aang, come on. Be practical.
You guys go ahead without us. We'll catch up with you. I think I understand why being a secret bothers you so much. You don't want people to think you failed.
You're right, I don't. But the problem is, I did fail.
Aang, that's not true.
It is true. I was in Ba Sing Se. I was there. But I lost. And now the Earth Kingdom has fallen for good.
It's not for good. Remember, there's still a plan. The invasion.
And I hate the invasion plan too. I don't want you or anyone else risking your lives to fix my mistakes. I've always known that I would have to face the Fire Lord. But now I know I need to do it alone.
Aang.
Katara, please. Just go. Honor back.
See, the weight of your travels has changed you. You have redeemed yourself, my son.
Wrong, Katara.
He left.
What?
Aang. He just took his glider and disappeared. He has this ridiculous notion that he has to save the world alone. That it's all his responsibility.
Maybe that's his way of being brave.
It's not brave, it's selfish and stupid. We could be helping him, and I know the world needs him, but doesn't he know how much that we need? And she loved us, but...
You're talking about me too.
Snotlout catapults Tough over a wheelbarrow.
Best time ever! Oh my Thor, I cannot believe you just said that. Me neither! Did we just think each other's thoughts?
I think we just did, because that's what I just thought.
You know what that means?
I have no idea.
We just became official best friends.
What? I have never had an official best friend. Always unofficial acquaintances.
Well, you do now. Come on, bring it in, but this time for the real thing.
Snotlout gives him a tight bear hug.
It's good, it's real! It's real enough.
Ugh! Will you two please take it somewhere else? I can't hear myself think.
Hey, you want to go someplace where...
It's perfect. Where did you find this place?
I like to say it found me.
Great story. Now, what should we call this Shangri-La?
The Awesome Viking Cave Club Northeast!
They gape at each other.
This is too real! Oh, it's getting so real!
Boom!
On a small rocky island, dragon skeletons lie near a tent made of dragon skins, with a big dragon skull over the entrance. Riker leads Dagger and Heather into the tent, where a slim, dark-haired Viking sits at a desk studying a small carved figure.
They say there are two ways to be fooled. One is to believe what isn't true. The other is to refuse to believe what is. Maces and talons. I began playing with my grandfather when I was just a boy. I always insisted upon being the honorable Viking chief. I could never understand how he bested me time and time again.
Dagger glances at Heather.
For years, I assumed his skill transcended mine. I believed what wasn't true. But you see, in maces and talons, as in life, the line between good and evil is often unclear.
Viggo Grimborn sets a lantern swinging.
So easily. What one soul considers evil, another might consider righteous.
He selects another figure from the board game.
The honorable chief who fails to see this is found to be the fool. Welcome, brother.
He hugs Riker.
You must be weary. The dragon trade is exhausting business.
A Viking is shoved into the tent.
Even more so when profits wane because inventory goes missing.
Oh, Viggo, I only borrowed the hide to exchange for food. It wasn't missing for more than a day.
The Viking stands at Viggo's knife point. Viggo stares into his terrified eyes. Then he steps back with a calm nod.
Oh, thank you, Viggo. Thank you.
The Viking backs out.
We're not animals. Rest. Much to discuss tomorrow. She can stay.
Riker and Dagger leave Heather with Viggo.
Come, walk with me.
They walk through the encampment.
My brothers treated you well, I trust?
You forgave that man. I wasn't expecting that.
Forgiveness. Not really a sound business practice now, is it? Trust, however, is imperative, Heather.
He leads her to a cliff.
And there simply cannot be a traitor among us. A man will never know how far he's willing to go until he steps to the edge and looks down. Wouldn't you agree?
I suppose, metaphorically.
The edge crumbles. He pulls her away.
I've always hated the use of metaphors. Now, down to business. I need your assistance, my dear.
You do?
Yes. In exposing this wrongdoer who is in our midst.
Oh, of course. Do you have any ideas of who it is?
Unfortunately, yes. Riker has always been a bit jealous of the power structure amongst the dragon hunters and his role in that hierarchy. That type of ambition can often cloud the mind.
So, you think it's Riker?
I'm not entirely certain. See, your brother claims to know these dragon riders well, yet they always seem a step ahead of us. Now, I would never suggest turning on one's own family.
But if Dagger is standing in the way of our success, that is not to be tolerated.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Nor is it tolerable if this wrongdoer is my own flesh and blood. I'm so pleased that we are able to see eye to eye on this, Heather. I was going to ask if I could trust you, but you've made that question unnecessary. Will you see what you can uncover?
She smiles.
Excellent. In the meantime, I'd like you to join me in a most delicate retrieval, but we must keep it to ourselves. Tell me, have you ever encountered a flight mare?
As a matter of fact, I have. And I can even tell you where to find one.
No. It over with pleasure. Okay, fine. I stole it when he was chasing Bjorn Borr out of his hut.
Fishlegs arrives.
What are you doing?
And Hiccup meet
Viggo suspects Riker and Dagger. He asked me to go with him to capture the flight mare. Just me, Windshear, and him.
Flight?
Time for an ambush.
I agree, but how exactly does Viggo think the three of you are going to capture the flight mare?
You haven't met Viggo Grimborn. He is a professional dragon hunter.
Right, but you're not going to actually let him capture it.
Of course not. That's where the ambush comes in. I spent a lot of time tracking it, pinning down its location every couple of weeks. I know where it should be, and I gave that information to Viggo.
Which made him trust you even more.
Listen, I better get back. This is the algae trail. Follow it to here. This is where we'll be.
So will we.
Please talk about the...
If we were...
On the ship, Heather turns to Viggo, who holds out a carved figure.
You set this whole thing up.
He's called the imposter. Some call him the traitor. I thought you should have it. As a part... Oh, don't despair.
Let them out of your sight this time!
Keep closing in on them! They'll lead us right to the flight, man.
that can freeze you with fear the instant it hits you.
And you know this how?
I'm a fan.
Tough scoops glowing water into his sack. The Flightmare smacks the water, splashing them.
Did I get any on me? Am I glowing? Because I really don't want this thing to see me as food.
Nah, you're fine. How about me?
Same.
The dragon crosses the stream and rears.
Go, 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 go!
They run to ships gather below, shooting arrows and boulders. She sets another man spinning with her axe, then butts him overboard.
Wind shear!
Shining ring created by the Flightmare, illuminating the dragon riders hovering above his ships.
Hiccup! There's too many of them!
And the Flightmare really isn't helping! We'll be fine as long as we stay away from its mist.
Hiccup, can't you just let it know we're the good guys?
Yeah!
Because of our...
Dodging arrows, Hiccup holds up a sack full of algae. Toothless holds 2 sacks with his feet. They drop the sacks on the hunters, making them glow.
Shiny.
The Flightmare lands on the deck.
Riker, Dagger, I'd like you to meet my friend, the Flightmare.
It runs around, spreading a glowing mist that freezes the hunters in their tracks.
Oh, perfect.
The remaining men flee the ferocious dragon.
Still on his ship, I think.
Then veers away from a barrage of arrows.
Vigo, too. Astrid, this guy isn't messing around.
No, say it. Please, just don't say it.
Hiccup blinks grimly. Credits. Cast. Jay Baruchel, America. And Talons, Part 2.
I don't get it. How did Vigo get away? How did we lose Heather, Windshear, and the Flightmare?
I don't even want to think about what they're going to do to her. And those dragons.
On an abandoned ship.
You guys find anything?
No, the fog was too thick. They used it as cover and just vanished.
We should have just pulled Heather out, Hiccup. I knew something like this was...
Astrid, she wouldn't have come with us.
It could be worse. We could have brought the Dragon Eye.
Ow! How do you know I didn't bring the Dragon Eye?
How did I know you didn't bring the Dragon Eye?
Rough elbows tough again.
Yeah, okay, you're right. I didn't bring it.
Thank Thor.
No kidding. Then Vigo would have Heather, Windshear, the Flightmare, and the Dragon Eye.
Which is still back on Dragon's Edge, completely unguarded.
They return.
The rest of the hunters in Armada could stay behind and come after the Dragon Eye.
How did I not see that?
Moments later in Hiccup's hut.
It's gone. They got it.
Are you sure you put it away after you got it back from the twins?
Got it back from the twins? What are you talking about?
In Tuff's cave.
Wow, they really wrecked this place.
This is pretty much how we left it.
Except, I don't remember that sword being there.
No. Remember? We were playing Pirates versus Vikings and Yorn was the pirate captain.
Oh, right. That is one great game. Yeah, this is pretty much how we left it.
Tuff retrieves the Dragon Eye, dripping with slime.
What on earth is on there?
Boron grease. Don't worry, it'll buff right out.
He wipes it on Ruff's back.
See? Well, takes a while.
I can't believe you took this without telling me. You know, all you had to do was ask and you could have used it. It belongs to all of us.
Yeah, you two. Did you know what could have happened if Vigo got a hold of this?
Seems to me if I hadn't removed the Dragon Eye from your masterful hiding place, we'd be having a very different conversation right now.
Dropping his head, Hiccup retreats outside. Astrid joins him.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah. No. Astrid, I let it happen. I put Heather and Windshear in that position. I risked the Dragon Eye being taken. I fell for Vigo's plan. It's a mess.
You're right, it is. But if there's a mess, we clean it up. All of us, together.
We can get the A-Team from Burke, load up whatever weapons we can, and go in dragons blazing!
Can I bring Macy? She's been begging to come along on a mission.
No, we're not going anywhere. Nobody is going anywhere. Not yet, anyway. Think about it. We do what we do really well. We're a pretty smart group. We're fast, we're fearless, and we ride dragons. But this guy, Vigo, he manipulated us like we were a bunch of inexperienced little kids. If we have any chance against him, we can't go in dragons blazing like we usually do. No, That could get Heather and Windshear killed. That could get one of us killed.
Well, I, for one, am definitely against getting us killed. Or at least, my getting killed.
Yep, I have to agree. And not just because we're twins and we always think the same thing.
So you just want to leave Vigo to hunting and hurting dragons at will? You want to do nothing?
I want to do the right thing. And that is gonna take some thinking.
Hiccup walks away. The glowing Flightmare dragon snarls from a cage. Riker approaches with a bucket.
All right, dragon. Dinner time.
He sets the bucket out of reach.
Vigo wants you to eat up, like a good little boy. If it was up to me, he'd starve.
Come now, big brother. This dragon is our guest. His value to us is immeasurable. We must treat him well, keep him happy.
Vigo slides the bucket closer.
The bigger question is what to do with our other guest.
That traitor. Whispering death tunnels. Drop her in. Watch him tear her to pieces. Could be entertaining for the crew. Boost morale.
I'm not concerned with entertaining the crew. They must stay sharp. It's only a matter of time before Hiccup formulates his parry. Counterattack, big brother. Thank Thor he blessed you with strength of body. Leave Heather be, for now. She will prove useful. Almost as useful as our glowing friend here.
Nearby, Dagger walks Heather to a cage.
This should keep you nice and cozy until we bring this Dragon Rider nonsense to its horrifying conclusion.
Dagger, we come from a proud and historic tribe of Vikings. Berserkers. We don't turn on each other. We stand for each other. How can you just ignore that?
Well, I let it enter my noggin and then I pay no attention, right? I mean, that's how you ignore something.
But you don't. You can't. I know you, Dagger. We share the same blood. You are too smart to ignore anything, brother.
Can I ask you something, sister?
Of course. Anything.
Where were all these lovey-dovey family values when you were trying to blow up my ship and kill me?
I didn't know you were my brother at the time. And if you remember, you destroyed my entire island.
Good point.
I didn't know you were my brother at the time. And if you remember, you destroyed my entire island.
Good point. Are we okay, you and I, on that whole thing, you know? Still some lingering feelings of skepticism? Thought so.
He locks her in.
Wait, what are you doing?
If there's one thing I've learned out here over the years, it's that I can only trust one person. And do you know who that person is?
Dagger.
Correct! Dagger! That's who I trust. He's so trustworthy. He's faithful. Tried and true, that Dagger.
I'm your sister. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you.
Really?
Yes.
Good. Then stop moving your mouth and don't make any more trouble. You know, you're really giving the family a bad name.
Hiccup and Astrid fly over